All right, I'm standing here with Angela Rodriguez in Greenville, North Carolina. Hi, Angela. How you doing today?
Good, and you? Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here with you today.
Yeah, so this is one of several employee spotlight videos we've done in the Mid-Atlantic, and Angela is really special, and I can't wait to talk to her. So, Angela, tell me a little bit about your journey.
Well, hi guys. I'm Angela Rodriguez. I am a retail training store manager here, and I started in 2017 as a part-time mobile expert in an outside kiosk.
Wow.
I always like to say that because I believe heavily that I grew up with T-Mobile as personal and my career development. I started again as a part-time mobile expert, and I've moved all the way up. I've been able to work at different locations from low volume to high volume to see how the business is ran in there. I've been able to assist opening new locations and help train mobile associates into becoming mobile experts.
Yeah.
And that's always a beautiful thing to see people develop in front of you. And I've had the privilege of working at Signature in Miami. If you guys never been, I definitely recommend checking out that Signature location. It is a sight to see.
Yeah.
And while I was there, I was able to participate in Career Advantage program, and I graduated from there. And that's really where I honed in on my leadership skills. I was able to work with the events and outreach, which has helped me a lot here in my current role, as we've been able to do different events as far as Strawberry Festival, the Shad Festival, and really get the community to know who we are. So I've been through it all and seen all the different volumes that we have, and have learned the businesses from all different angles so far.
That's awesome. So you're from South Florida.
Yes.
And now you're in Greenville, North Carolina. So what brought you to North Carolina, and specifically to Greenville? Why are you here?
So, born and raised Miami, Florida, 25 years, and last year I made the decision to leave behind some family and friends. It was a hard decision to make, but I knew that I needed to make an extra step for my career. I knew that I needed to do what I had to do to make my career path continue to move, and in the long term, this is something that's going to help me tremendously. In Miami about a year ago, we were still dealing with all the merger processes with the Sprint, and they were closing down some stores.
Yeah.
So while they were doubling up on RSMs, there was very limited roles for me to apply to. And I didn't want that to stop me. And I stumbled across SMRA, the new focus of T-Mobile.
Yeah.
It was just being born. We were getting there. We need to be connected in the smaller markets. We need to make our name known there. And I was like, who better to do this than me? I could definitely go out there and get our name known. So without hesitation, I applied. I had an amazing leader above me, John, who has helped me throughout the whole process to get to where I am now. And without hesitation, I knew that I needed to be here to continue to grow with T-Mobile, who has helped me grow.
And you brought your mom here now. Mom's now here, which is awesome. So it kind of completes the cycle. So how's mom like in Greenville so far?
So far, so good. It's completely different from Miami as
Sure.
far as not so much traffic. That is the best thing that I could tell you about Greenville. From home to the store, 7 minutes. From home to the grocery, 6 minutes. In Miami, even if the GPS says you're 5 miles away, it's a 30-minute drive.
Wow.
So definitely much more relaxed, much more calm pace, and that's what we needed, a different change.
So Mom, I know you're probably going to be watching this later, and your daughter is just spectacular. We love her. She's one of the best people we have, and glad that you're here now in Greenville. So you call this team the A-Team, right? So you're in Arlington Plaza, so the A-Team. Tell me a little about the A-Team. Tell me about the team you built here.
My team, I am tremendously proud. I'm going to be very honest with you. I signed my offer letter and I got an email 2 days later saying, your team is in the bottom 20%. What are you going to do? I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? But that's everything we do, is coming up with actionable items to make our stores better. So when I got here the first week or so, I made sure just to observe and see where we were fundamentally. Mm-hmm. Then our first meeting, we made sure to talk about how we maximize in what we do and how we make our money. And I could see everybody's gears turning and being like, what? I make this much doing this way? I do this? So it was definitely a beautiful sight to see. And from there, it's just about EC, every customer, every time. How are we being consistent on our sales floor to get the things that we need to get out? So last month, we got 98 HSIs out.
Woo!
And that is not pure luck. That is the consistency of taking every shot we can, because you miss 100% of the shots you do not take.
Wow. Well, you know what? I always say with your store, if the fixtures were for sale, there wouldn't be any fixtures. You would sell everything. Anything that's not bolted down, right? So that's awesome. So let's wrap up here. This has been great. What's next for you? What do you want to do next?
Well, I have now my training store manager title,
Yeah.
and I want to use this outside of my four walls. So lately I've been working heavily with the TPR and the AR stores, the authorized retailers, and helping them train a little bit more, teach them how to really use the promotions to maximize on their sales, and bring some more of our Magenta culture into there.
Sure.
We've also spent a lot of time talking about D&I and these other locations to show them what we really do have to offer in our T-Mobile culture. And from that, I want to be able to use this so that I could be hopefully a rural indirect sales manager and continue to support us growing in our smaller markets.
That's awesome. Well, folks, anybody that's watching, if you're interested in being a rural indirect sales manager like Angela is, I think it's going to be tough because you're going to run into her in the interview process, and she's a tough customer. And I love what you're doing. Thanks for everything you're doing here in Greenville. And that's a wrap.